Hi, this is Joy with Ignite Life, and I wanted to come on to explain a practice and exercise that has been big in my life in the past couple months. And I've had a couple really good conversations with a few people recently where this really simple shift has really broken some brains, as it did mine when I first started doing it. So this is going to be about letting go of justification. And I know for me, this was a really big thing that I used to do in my life, feeling that if I gave an answer to a question, I would also have to justify the answer. Giving a decision, I'd have to justify that decision. I'd have to explain myself. And also, you'll hear me mention human design occasionally here. Me being a manifestor and my strategy being to inform. I initially thought that a part of that was also needing to explain myself as a part of my process of informing. And actually, the informing is simple. It doesn't have to include justification either. So that's a big note if there's any other manifestors listening here, that to let go of justification is a strategy to allow us to move forward. So what does it look like, letting go of justification? Just start to notice the times when you do justify yourself. I tend to analyze my own language and speech a lot. It's just something I naturally do. And when I first had the insight that I no longer needed to justify myself, and that in fact my decisions would land more powerfully if I didn't justify myself. I just started noticing the times that I did. And I noticed the times that I did and what energy was going on in my body when I was trying to justify myself. And it was always from a standpoint of me feeling less than. So I have to justify myself so that others can accept me, so that others can understand me, so that others can see me a certain way. And as I've been moving further and further down the path of really honing in on my own intuition, showing up in life in a way that is authentic to myself, more and more so, I'm starting to notice these times when there is subconscious conditioning that's holding me back. And this holding on to justification was definitely one of them. So I started to notice times that I was justifying myself in my language and just started to let that go. If it was giving an answer or announcing a decision, that there doesn't have to be any explanation for it. And that is really hard for so many of us, because not only do we feel like we have to give an explanation to others, I think what's even harder is making decisions without us having to give an explanation to ourselves. I think for myself, a lot of time it would take me extra time to make decisions or to give answers because I didn't fully know myself, the reason why, the explanation. I couldn't even explain it to myself, even at times where I strongly knew what my answer was. For example, no, I don't want to go to that event, or this doesn't feel right for me. And I don't have to explain myself. It's okay for me to feel the way that I feel. And a part of the reason why we get so caught up in justification, I believe, is because we are so in our heads all the time and not tuning into our bodies enough. And justification is something that really feeds the brain. It feeds our brain. It feeds the brain of others. But oftentimes our decisions, our aligned decisions, are often based on feeling. I know, at least for me, it is. Again, in human design, being someone with emotional authority, my feelings indicate my truth, even though I have very strong mental energy. And for me to let go of that mental need for an explanation, need for a justification, need for the ability, whether it's to explain that to someone else or just to be able to explain and justify it to myself, but for me to know my body says this is a no. My body says this is a yes. And that I can simply communicate that answer, and the justification does not need to be there. And the justification especially does not need to be there if the reason I'm giving the justification is just reinforcing a conditioned pattern of feeling unworthy, feeling unjustified, feeling less than, feeling like I'm not enough. So I've found this practice to be a very powerful thing to let go of. And even some of the first times that I have done it, to feel a little bit of tension when I give that answer that's a simple answer without the justification. Almost like I'm waiting to get a negative response or to get extra inquiry, like, well, why do you want this, or blah, blah, blah. And I can tell you most times I give the answer and that's it. The other person doesn't come back with lots of questions. The other person doesn't come back with, rebuking what I said or anything. So when I do this, I almost feel like there's something a little more powerful in my communication as well. And I think with that, also a greater sense of power that I experience and feel within myself, feel more embodied, more trusting of my feelings, that they can be respected as however they are, whatever the feeling is, and that it doesn't ever need a justification. My feelings are valid. I'm valid to feel the way that I do in any situation. And yeah, I think that's about all that I have to say about that. I'm very curious how this lands for others. And if you start to play around with this in your life, maybe you're someone who already saw this, or you never really justified yourself anyways. Maybe you're someone who you realize that this has been a really big component of your life. And I think it can tie to a lot of our other subconscious patterns, our conditioning, sense of unworthiness, sense of being unlovable, sense of being less than, those big negative thoughts that a lot of us tend to carry around. So I find that letting go of this has been really liberating for me. Just another layer to shed of a lot of negative self-thought and patterns that have disempowered myself. So yeah, I'd love to hear thoughts. I'd love to hear comments, anecdotes, and that's all I've got for you. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe, whatever other things that are options to do out there, and we'll see you in the next one.